Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is Monday night, and it is the first night of legal tampering. And I doubt that come Wednesday, when the league year actually starts, that it's going to be as crazy as it was today. Today was insane, sitting here knowing that 3 Dallas Cowboy players are signing big contracts with other teams. You know, shout out to Law Nation. I was watching part of Law Nation's live stream, and we ended up doing a call-in to him and stuff, discussing. And I'm going to tell you, Cowboy fans, now I don't do a call-in show the same way that the Law does. I need to figure out how he does that, because, man, Cowboy fans, they were mad. They were lit. They were going all in on the Joneses and everything else. You know, there's a rumor that the yacht is in the Bahamas, and I don't know for sure if the Joneses are on it or not, vacationing, but it wouldn't surprise me. And shout out to my man Game Time Brian, who's about 200 away from getting to 2,000. So proud of him, the work that he's doing and everything else. Taking his time out during lunchtime today to be part of my live stream. I appreciate him so much, and look forward to going to the draft, because let's face it, the only thing we have to look forward to in the offseason is the draft, because the Cowboys aren't going to do anything. But I was sitting here thinking, because sometimes you get in situations and you think about things that you've seen or done that are very similar to what goes on. I don't know if any of you have seen Larry David, you know, the creator of Seinfeld, the Larry David Show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. In one of those episodes, they're out to eat, and the check comes. And there's a guy that every time the check is coming has to go to the bathroom. He always goes to the bathroom, because then he doesn't pay the check, because then somebody else takes care of it. And Larry David called him out on it and said, hey man, no, you're not going to the bathroom yet. Because he knows that every time he does this, it's because he doesn't want to pay his share. He always skips out on the bill. And here's the thing. I feel like that's the Cowboys. Now, I want to try and understand something. When I look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who went all in getting Tom Brady and Gronk and Ndamukong Suh, as well as other people, right? And they won a Super Bowl. When I think about the Rams that went out and they traded for Matthew Stafford, and they got Jalen Ramsey, they brought in Von Miller, okay, before the Bills and so on, and Odell Beckham Jr., and won a Super Bowl. How the Eagles that went out and they signed everybody. They make trades to get A.J. Brown and things like that. They go through. They went and got like Jay Ajayi when they won their Super Bowl before. They go through. They sign guys like DeAndre Swift for a year. They let him go. And then they signed Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? You know, they constantly are able to find money to bring them in. How it is that the San Francisco 49ers can let go of an Eric Armstead and end up turning around and bringing in another guy just as good after making trades and getting Christian McCaffrey, okay, signing Deebo Samuels, and you're going to be able to find a way to pay Brandon Ayuk, keeping guys like George Kittle, you know, taking care of Trent Williams, seeing these guys all pay their bill. But somehow the Dallas Cowboys, which are the wealthiest franchise, not just in football, but any franchise in the world, by more than $2 billion, which the last big free agent signing that you can look at would say, or big free agent signing, is Greg Hardy, and I think in like, what, 2015, 2016? The big free agent signing before that would have been Brandon Carr. how somehow a team that does nothing in free agency other than waiting for the dust to clear and looking for bargains, somehow that team has no money to sign anybody ever. Ever. A little birdie told me that the Cowboys, and we saw rumors that the Cowboys were interested in Barkley, that they're interested in Henry. Henry, mind you, that Henry is having conversations with the Baltimore Ravens, and there's mutual interest there, probably because there's no interest from the Cowboys. But it's funny because I heard from somebody who is close to the Cowboys that basically said the Cowboys were looking at their running back room and bringing back Tony Pollard, who ended up signing a deal with the Titans for $8 million, and then, of course, drafting somebody. And, of course, Tony Pollard's not available, and looking at guys like Derrick Henry that, no, there's no money. There's no money to sign Derrick Henry. We saw Austin Eckler basically take a $4 million deal with the Commanders. You're literally going to tell me that somehow there is no money to be able to sign. I keep hearing this saying every single year we don't sign anybody, but yet we sit here and have cap problems every year. What that tells me is A, you don't know how to manage the cap, because somehow teams that have no money are able to sign players magically. Or B, you're baffling us with bullshit and think that we're stupid. I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is. But maybe you need to hire somebody who has more knowledge on how to maneuver in the NFL. Because clearly, you don't know what you're doing. If your whole thing last year was, let's cut Zeke. The year before that, let's cut Lyle Collins. Let's not re-sign Connor Williams or Connor McGovern. Let's go ahead and get rid of Amari Cooper. That somehow we continue to get rid of players and have no money. Can somebody please explain me that one? Because the game plan for the Cowboys is, wait for it, to let the dust clear, let teams spend all their money, and then we'll go through with bargain basement guys, as always. If you all do not look at the Dallas Cowboys and what they have done, because they're the only team that has not signed a free agent and tried to improve themselves. You cannot blame this not winning Super Bowls on the quarterback. You can't blame it on Micah Parsons. You can't blame it on CeeDee Lamb. You can't blame it on Mike McCarthy and coaching staff. If they are not brought the players to help them win, if they don't have a mentality of figuring out ways to succeed. Because I'm going to tell you, here's what's funny. I've been broke my whole life. My whole life. Until probably a few years ago, I didn't have credit. But somehow I figured out a way to be able to buy houses, mainly because of my wife having good credit, but able to buy houses and fix them. Beg, borrow, I won't say steal because I don't steal, but beg, borrow, juggle money, things like that, figure out a way to get what I want. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know how the hell me and my wife got this house together without getting a loan. But we were determined that we were going to get it done. We had the resolve that I don't know how, baby. And it drives my wife crazy because I'm just like, damn the torpedoes, damn the bills, we gonna get it done. And she's the other side of that whole wait up. We gotta figure this shit out, how we gonna get paid. And I say, hey baby, that's where you are fantastic. But had I not had her who could figure out the money situation, and me here taking care of figuring out how to get the thing put together that it doesn't collapse on us, we wouldn't get it done. And maybe the Cowboys need to figure that out, because this seems like the same situation that we had here with the Red Brick House. Somehow they don't ever seem to have money, even though they got more money than any other franchise. And it drives me crazy to sit here and see the Commander fans excited about improving their team, listening to Billy 500 literally laughing at us because they signed Saquon and other players and so on. That the New York stinking Giants traded for a great edge rusher. And we're just sitting here waiting and hoping. And the worst part about this whole thing is one, I didn't put enough fuel in here for the fire, because the fire's out. The worst thing about this is it's like, it's one of those things that you know that nothing's going to happen. You know inside that it's not going to happen. But you still sit there and you hope and you pray and you're just hoping that something's going to happen, knowing that it's not. And you're still disappointed, knowing that nothing's going to change. And that, my friends, sucks. Well, tomorrow's another day. Day number 2 of legal tampering. I know the Cowboys won't do anything because they're broke asses. And they're going to wait until all the dust is cleared and eventually trying to make some moves to get a little bit of cash and do a couple of little things here, instead of actually trying to figure out how to make it succeed. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It was 9.5 hours that we live streamed there, being hopeful that the Cowboys would do something. I don't know that the Cowboys and Jerry Jones deserves our attention and our loyalty the way we give them, but I'm so knee deep in them now, it's too late for me. Maybe it's not too late for some of y'all.
Save yourself.
But that's right, you might need to save yourselves the heartbreaks. I appreciate you guys, and as always, remember, tell the people you love them. I love you, baby.
Love you more.
Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. I would say keep the faith, but we're Cowboy fans, and we know what that means. Peace out.